Hi guys, Tiffany here. Welcome to my Quilting Live. Welcome to an earlier episode, although some of you are Insomniacs. It's already Insomniac time for you, but an earlier episode, number 4 of the Insomniac Quilting series. So it's only 10 here right now, but I have like a lot of pain. I did a lot of stuff today, and I'll get to that in a second. But for now, don't forget, if you are new to my channel, head down there, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, get notifications when I'm live, as well as like the little thumbs up thing. Just hit it and share my videos. And yeah, so if y'all, I don't know how to say this, if you notice that I'm like squinting or making funny faces, don't judge. I'm in a lot of pain, and I try. Silliness is usually my way around the pain. So if I'm acting silly or anything, it's because I'm really trying to hide this. It's so hard. But living with MS kind of sucks. So anyway, and I had to sit through 3 MRIs in a row: brain, cervical, and thoracic spine, all in a row. So I was in that machine for a little over 2 hours on that hard as a rock thing, listening to the pounding. If any of you have had an MRI, you know it goes click, 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 clank, 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 wiggle, 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 squirm. You know, it's just, and even earplugs does not help. So yeah, that was more of a headache than I already had, and backache. Let me tell you, it made it so worse because those tables are just hard as a rock. So anyway, let's get to this. So if you remember correctly, I'll say hi and stuff in a second. I was working on my big, huge Dresden. This is as far as I got the other day, and I left it here, and I have not been in this room. Today is the first time since that night that I have walked into this room. So, yeah. Hi, Diane. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Vicky. All right, guys. So, yeah. What was I going to say? I do have to say something, make a little announcement for all of you who are sending birthday blocks. Not yesterday, but the day before, Scott went and got my mail. And I don't have enough to open, so I'm not going to do that now. That'll be a different video. But I do have to hunt somebody down. I got an envelope in there, and it's from Carol, and I hate to say last names, but Carol Brumlow, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Please contact me. I need to know what were the contents inside of your envelope, and then I will have to say while I'm here, this envelope was obviously ripped open. It's a birthday card envelope. Everybody thinks birthday card, holiday card, all those kind of card envelopes have money in them. So what do you think post office thieves do? They open them up, take shit out, and they don't even put the card or anything back. I mean, why not at least take the money? If you're going to be that kind of thief, take the money. And this is to all you postal workers that know a postal worker, or you think a postal worker is stealing. Stop doing it. It's freaking retarded. If you're going to still take the money, if you really, really need it, and put the card and whatever was in the envelope back, instead of throwing it in here and having the post office stamp on a sticker that says, received unsealed, contents lost. So I filed a grievance, but I cannot do anything about it because Carol needs to tell me what was in this envelope. I know it was a block, obviously, and a card, most likely, because it's a card envelope. But I'm sorry, guys. This happens, and it happens to me quite often. I don't know why. Don't stop sending me things, but if you're going to send money, and Scott told me to say this, and this probably didn't have money in it, but if you guys are going to send me money, down below in the description, I have a link that goes to my GoFundMe. I kept that open just for support for my channel if you feel like it. If you're going to send money, never send it in an envelope. I think that's like the #1 rule anyway. But if you are going to send a cash in the mail or anything, money or a check or something, and this is for anybody, not just sending me things, send it in a big envelope, the kinds that, I don't even have one sitting here, the kinds that seal really good and it's obvious if someone rips it open. Like this kind of stuff sits in a pile and nobody notices that it's missing out of there until it gets to its destination. So Yeah, but Carol, if you're out there, please contact me so I can know, so I can fill out the rest of the report with the post office, because they're like, so sorry, blah, 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 but they're never going to find it. I already know this. But if you guys want to send money, send it either to my GoFundMe account, which is always in the description of every video, as well as, and I hate to say this out loud on the internet, but put it in those kind of envelopes that cannot be opened. Hide it in there, roll it up into something, or let me know when you're sending something, because this happens. And even if it's a card or whatever, just try not to use birthday cards, holiday cards, the envelopes from that, because I think that's why they steal, is they think that it's going to have something in it. And if it feels thick, like this had a birthday block in it, so obviously it's fabric, but it probably felt like a bundle of cash to them, and that's why they stole. So again, I'm really sorry to Carol and anybody that has sent me something that I've had an issue with, because there's been 2 other packages. This is the 3rd time I've had missing contents and or a really ruined package. And this has obviously been ripped open because it was licked and sealed. So please, guys, I know that whole rant, I had to go through it. I had to tell you guys, just let me know things. That way I can let you guys know things and this kind of stuff won't happen. So anywho, let's get back to seeing who's here. I had to get that out of myself and tell you guys everything, because I've been really pissed off about it, and I have no other way to rant besides to the post office, which cannot do anything for me because I still can't tell them what was in it. They said it was most likely fabric, quilt block, and a card. So yeah, anyway, all right, Vicky was the last person, and I said hi. Hi Shirley, hi Tanya. It's your mail. It's not my mailman, it's the post office, because this goes to my post office box. My mailman's actually really cool. I'm pretty sure, because I've never had mail that comes to my house, but unfortunately I am a YouTuber and I can't give out my home address. I'm not going to put it on live because there's more crazies than stolen mail, if you guys know what I mean, because I told you about my original Instagram and when I started my YouTube channel, of all the mails, when I gave out my email address, I was getting men sending me pictures of body parts that I don't need to see. So that was really another reason that made me not want to give out my real address, because I've never had messed up mail at my house. It's my post office box, and it could have made it to my post office box already opened like that and happened in another facility and just came here, because it actually isn't even stamped what facility. It just says received unsealed without contents and initials and a post office thingamabobber. So I don't know. I just know it's annoying. All right, where was I? Let's see, Delilah. Hi, Delilah. Let's see, Tanya, I got you. Vicky, I tape all my mail, and my son Bill said no one can rip it open. Yeah, or tape it, but I would suggest never sending birthday card envelopes. If you're going to put a birthday card in an envelope, put that envelope into one of the post office envelopes that seals really good, because then they don't even know what's in there. And they can't assume. And if they rip it open, the post office will see, and somebody will hear that being ripped open. I just know it, because more than one person works in the back of a post office, you know. Shirley, I said hi. Hi, Tanya, I said hi. You just need to seal with packing tape. Exactly. I tapped my, I don't know if you guys seen, because sometimes I don't open the mail live, but I tap things down like this, and if it's taped, I'll just cut with the scissors across the top really carefully, or I'll stick scissors in the little tip right here and slide them across the top for an envelope opener. So I just want to thumbs down to post office box and post offices around the country with thieves in it. I mean, it's a job, you get paid to give people their mail. Why are you stealing things that are going to someone? It could have been something really important, or said something so sweet that it makes that person's day. But you stole it, Mr. Post Office people. Or Mrs. Post Office, I don't know, but, you know, I don't know. All right. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Jim. Where are we? Jim knows. Hi, Jim. How's the wife? Tip, it happens to you too much. Well, 3 times is too much, yes. She's good. Thanks for asking. All right, guys. So enough about my crazy I hate the post office rant. Just, you don't have to stop sending me things. Just tape things up and or let me know of other things like money or whatever, and or send money if you're going to send money, because a couple people have now in the past, and just put it in my now I can't think again. Down below in the description is my GoFundMe account. So I kept it open just because other people have Patreons and other things like that to support their channels. I don't have no other way. I never really thought anyone would ever give me money anyway, but I like cards and I like postcards and I like mail because it makes me happy. And now I'm missing out on what Carol sent me. So, and then we don't get to see. So Carol, if you're out there, just let me know what was in there so I can file the rest of the grievance with the post office, because it's so annoying to deal with them. Complain too much and they will misplace it. Yeah, true. Well, this is my second time complaining. The first time it was just because the envelope was really ripped up, but everything the person sent me was in it. So that was a positive. Unfortunately, now I've had 2 things with mail missing completely. So, all right. So if you remember my big, huge Dresdens, they are 24 inches. And I need 40 of them. I sewed them together now in sets of 2. And I don't know the rest of the math that's going to happen with this. I don't know how big it's going to turn out. I'm just going to now take these sets of 2, put them into sets of 4. And I'm going to take 10 pieces together, and then another set of 10 pieces, and then another set of 10, and another set of 10. And then we will measure to create the what needs to be for the backing to even, make the circle and applique and blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to make it in quadrants and put it together like a 4-patch, because I think that will be a lot easier to do than attempting to hook this together in one big circle and then pinning it on and sewing it, because it's size, so I don't even know what that circle in the middle is going to be. So this is all just me learning as I go, because I really want to do the pattern that I designed, which I showed you guys in episode 3 of Insomniac TV. I designed a pattern for this big, huge Dresden, but this is me trying to make sure that I can even do it. Because if I can, then you guys will get to learn a new big, huge Dresden pattern. So now I'm just going to hook these together like any Dresdens. It's crazy. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Shelly. How are you? Okay, you guys saying hi. So now I'm just going to hook these long things together. They look like spermies. I said that the other night. They really do. It's kind of funny. Especially when they were in their half form. It's crazy. I still have 2 quilts to bind as well. I haven't bound anything. The one that I quilted on the other day in a video, sit-down quilting, is just sitting over there. And then the other one that I did on the long arm, it's just sitting over there waiting to be bound. I haven't even made the binding. I'm really behind. I loaded a quilt onto the frame. And if you're in the group, you probably saw a picture. And it's just sitting there collecting dust for 2 days now, because I don't know. I just don't feel good. Standing and sitting like right now is killing me, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it when I get to it. Guess UPS everything. But then if you do UPS, Vicky, you have to know my house address instead of my PO box. And like I said, some of you, if you really need my house address, I'll give it to you. But I just can't put it out there in the real world for anybody to see, because my videos are public. So just in case creepos try to do what they did before, even emailing me. It hasn't happened in a long time, but on my Instagram as well, I used to get really funky stuff, and on Facebook. I haven't in a while, but maybe they realize it's just because I'm a quilter and they can't be interested in someone like me and wouldn't be interested in looking at their body parts. So I'm just going to finger press these and make the groups of 10. And I'm just finger pressing them to one side. And they are gingham, which is a polyester cotton blend. They're probably, I don't know if gingham is 60% polyester and 40% cotton, or if it's 60% cotton, 40% polyester. Some of them feel cotton and they are going together like cotton, but most of them feel like polyester. And there's even one in here that feels like a rayon almost, but this is just a side to make sure it works project. So, I mean, feel free if you guys have tons of this kind of stuff like I do, use this stuff to do your practice stuff to find things out, you know, because it makes it easier to mess with things that aren't the good fabric. I didn't want to cut the good fabric up if I didn't know if this was going to work or not. That's why we got Diane here. She removes bad people fast. Good at it. LOL. Tiff, do you know anyone who works at the post office who may not like you? Nope, don't know anyone at the post office. Unless somebody at the post office watches my videos and they just hate me. And I don't know. But if that was the case, they would be ruining all my mail. So it's happening somewhere in the transport. It might not even be my post office, like I said. It could be the post office between here and Kentucky, because it does stop at other places. And I don't think they come direct. They take all the Arizonas to Arizona, and they take all the, Nevada to Nevada from whatever state, you know. Well, maybe it happened when it got to Phoenix, because most mail goes either to Phoenix then here, or it goes to Vegas then here. And when we send stuff out, it goes to Phoenix or Vegas, then to wherever, because that's where the main post office systems are. So yeah, it could happen between here and there. I still think it's retarded that if they're going to open it, why send the rest of the envelope? Just throw the dang thing away. If you're going to steal, then pretend like nothing ever came to me. You know, I mean, honestly, they should put the contents back if they're looking for money, but people don't. There's no way that a card would have fell out of that envelope and a quilt block, because it would have been shoved in a card faced down where the card opening goes in, because that's how I would put it in a card, you know, a quilt block in a card. So some people are just, what's that word? Scandalous. I'm going to kind of mix these up a little. 6. Oh, here we go. We'll do this 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll do 9, 10. But yeah. I think you should really sweet to your postman. He can keep ears open. Yeah, well, like I said, I was filling out the thing, but I got to know what was in there, and then I can talk to them more, you know, once I know what was in the package. I messaged, what was that? Okay, God, I can't remember. Carol. I found a Carol on Facebook. I should say that. I found this Carol person on Facebook, but I don't know how to tell when people have pages that are blocked on Facebook, you know, that are not public. I don't know how to tell if it's the correct person, because it doesn't say to me. I can't see where they live or how old they are, or, you know, like the details you see on Facebook. I can't see those things, so I don't know if it was the right person. But I sent that person a message. There was 3 people with that same name on Facebook. So, and 2 of them looked like the same, but one of them didn't even look like it was American. So I was guessing that they couldn't have been in Kentucky. So I sent a message saying, are you the Carol that, you know, watches Tiffany's Quilting Life? But I haven't got a message back, so maybe they don't use Facebook often. Other than that, my only other source of contacting you is through here. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably come on Saturday, because Scott's got to check the mail again tomorrow. I'll probably come on Saturday with some block openings, because I think there's like 7 packages right now. So when I have about 10, I will do a mail opening. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 9 and 10. Let's do this light blue and dark green. I'm trying to mix the colors up as good as possible, because I still want it to look okay, because I'm still going to quilt this and make something out of it because it's fun. And if it doesn't come out right, I'm still going to make something out of it because I can. No sense in all of this going to waste. You get a list of subscribers. No, I only get to see people that do subscribe. But if I get, like, say I get 4 subscribers right now, I will get a notification that I got a subscriber, and it'll tell me their first and last name or whatever it says on their YouTube. Then from there, the other 3 don't even give me notifications. I have to go into the settings on the computer and see new subscribers, but sometimes it doesn't tell me the name. I think it tells me the name when you ring the bell. That's why. Because I've noticed that sometimes I get notifications that someone joined and I've seen them in chat, and then sometimes I don't get a notification and I've seen them in chat, and I can go on the computer and the one person's name is there and the other isn't. So maybe some people are hitting the notification bell, which tells me that they subscribe. And if they don't, then it doesn't tell me that they subscribe. So I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm not 100%. I could be wrong. But we'll see. Hubby went to heart doctor today for his testing every 3 months. Now he don't feel good. In bed at 7. I hope he's going to be okay, Vicky. Maybe he's tired from the exertion. Probably, Vicky. Yeah, he's probably tired and just needs rest. All right, so here is 10 blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's 10. So here will be, doesn't look right. I'm probably going to need more than 40 blades. Why does that not look right? It should be completely 100%. Let's see. I'm just going to set it out of the way for now. We'll see what happens. All right, let's sew 10 more. I think I'm just going to start chain piecing again because that was easier. Yeah, it's from Sewing Pacemaker from tests. Looks like a quarter maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll have to add more blades. Everything I looked up online said 9 degree requires 40 blades. So if my 9 degree is off, that could be the problem. We'll see. Looks pretty so far. Yes, it does. Very colorful. Very, very colorful. I said I was going to chain piece, and then I didn't. My brain is surely not working correctly right now. No, I did not use a protractor. I used some tool that's in the garage that we have that it lays flat, but it has like a circular thing on it, and it has angles and it whatever, and then I just marked it. And then I used the mat. If this works, I'll explain to you guys how to do it, because I know how to do it an easier way than even having a protractor to get the angle. I will tell you guys all that if this works. If it doesn't work, then I'll have to go back to the drawing board and actually probably go get a protractor because I don't own one. CJ actually is supposed to have one for math class, but we never actually went and bought it. So hopefully the teacher was supplying it for him, but I'm pretty sure the dollar store carries them. So I might have to get one from there if this don't work. One thing I do gotta say, I was asked in a comment the other day when I did my video, is about how to, when you're sewing with polyesters and blended fabric, it's just like sewing clothes. They sew exactly the same, as sewing quilt blocks and or quilts, the fabric is just thinner. That's the only thing with this kind of fabric. So I definitely, when I put this together into something and put my background behind it to applique the, the ends on, when I do that part, I will definitely use a color that once sits behind it instead of cutting out the back of the Dresden for the extra fabric. I'm probably going to leave it. That way this color isn't so see-through when I'm quilting it, and it has batting underneath it, because it is, like I said, it's really see-through, like really very see-through. Some pieces are see-through or more than others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like the letter D. I ordered 5-inch squares and got a free Dresden template and never tried it. Really? You should. It's fun. I like Dresdens. It's one of my several favorites. As you can tell, I'm making a big, huge one. And my next step, if this works, is to make another big, huge one, but pieced. And very fun and different than anything anyone has ever seen. Because that's what I like to do. New and improved Dresdens. Maybe it'll even be quilt show worthy. Because it's different and nobody else has one, you know. When you got the angle, did you add seam allowance to each side? Yep. I put all that in. But if anything, I could just add more blades. We'll see what happens if it doesn't come out right. All right, we're at 8. Let's do this one. Let's make 10. Hi, Sue Ann. Finally a live one. I'm here. Well, I decided to do the Insomniac early tonight because I don't feel very well, so I want to lay in bed soon. But I've been sitting in bed for a couple days, like pondering getting this done or going outside and quilting, and I'm like, ugh. So after today's MRI, I came home, I sat around, watched TV, and I said, I can't do this anymore. I need to do this. So this is why I'm here. So for some of you, it's after midnight, so it's Insomniac time. But for me, it's still it's right before 11. It's still late for some. Some people go to bed at 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. I think the quilt on the frame is a winner. Hopefully, depends on what I quilt on it too. I love that one. That's my personal bed one. I think you guys remember the video. If you don't, and you're new to my channel, I did. If you are in the group and you saw my post of what I loaded on the frame, it's called A Girl's Best Friend. It is a quilt made of all diamonds, but not just any kind of diamond. Big, huge diamonds. And it's blues, blacks, whites, and grays. Or blue, just one blue. It's called Ocean, and oh my God, it is freaking awesome. And I can't wait to quilt and have fun with it and see what happens, because I'm going to quilt each diamond differently. Why? Because no woman is the same, so why should each diamond be the same? I know, I'm silly. So yeah, I will get that done when I get that done. Right now I want to do this and just sit. I don't really want to stand too much. Oh, and another thing that's happening in my life. Remember how I told you guys I went bed shopping and laid on every single mattress at every single mattress store in my town? I finally found a bed. Obviously, you cannot lay on these beds for hours to know if it's the right bed. So hopefully I chose the right bed. They had to order it. So Monday, Scott and I are going to go make sure 100% and lay on it again, hang out, test the other ones to make sure it doesn't hurt my lower back and hips, and see. So hopefully by Tuesday, I will have a new bed, and hopefully it helps with my hip and back pain, because I have a feeling, and I've been thinking this for years, I think my bed is what's making my hip and back pain worse than it was previously to having the mattress that I have now. So my theory will be finally tested to see if a new mattress will help. Hopefully. And we're going to keep the old one just in case, because if the new one doesn't work and we can't return it, I can just go and get my old one and put it back on. I was kind of thinking of just putting it on the floor in here, the mattress, so I can have a design bed. And if I get tired from sewing, I could just lay on my design bed. But then I would probably never leave this room. So yeah, hopefully by Tuesday, guys, I will have a new bed and less pain. It'll probably take a couple weeks, but to notice any difference. But I'm hoping, because I don't want to take pain meds. I'm tired of pain meds. They made me feel all crazy the other day and today, and just, I don't know. I hate pain meds. I think I told you guys that a bazillion times. I see names here. Hold on. Hi, Linda. It's 12:39 here. Sorry to hear all the crap. The vet had problems also. People saying crap. Can't people be nice at all? Yeah. Hi, Teresa. What are you doing up? How are you? Let's see. I said hi, Linda. Debbie's saying hi. Linda's saying hello all. Eastern New York. Swams in Idaho. Burr. Hope it works for you, Tiff. 33. Wow, you guys, freezing cold. Can't do pain meds. Bad. I had kidney failure in 2006, so I struggle with pain meds. Let me tell you, and I don't like to take them, but I have just specific ones that I am allowed to take. I can't take things like Vicodin and Percocets and things like that, because that really messes with the kidneys. So yeah, I feel you there. I don't want to go into kidney failure again. South Texas cold here. It's chilly here too, but not that bad. Surprisingly, we had like this weird cold front that came through last week. Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. And the week before. And this week, it's been sunny and nice. Today it was kind of overcast, but it wasn't horrible. I did wear my sweater all day though. Oh, you were sewing? That's why I didn't send you a message, Teresa, because I didn't think you'd be awake. Do you know my birthday blocks came in yet? Suan. Trying to think who's came in. Scott's gonna go to the P.O. box tomorrow and get more, but let me go see whose is in and I'll read them out loud. I have a Bonnie. I got one from Barefoot Bay, Florida. Don't know who that is. I got Debbie. I think you're on right now. And then Anna. And Scott will check the box tomorrow. So if you heard your name, your stuff is here. And if not, it's because Scott has to go to the box tomorrow. And like I said, I'll do an opening on Saturday. No matter how I feel, because I'll just sit right here and chit chat with you guys during an opening, because I don't do any sewing on openings. Rainy and cold there. Have you finally remembered to stop at the post office? Let's do. Okay. What did your hubby have to go to the post office for, Diane? Scott goes to the post office because it's right next to the gym, like literally across the street from the gym. The book is finally on. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I look forward to it. I look forward to opening all that. And this last block is going to have so many yellows in it. It's a lot of yellow. Let's put this one and this one. Gave it to him last week. Linda, a lot is automated now, and if it happened in the machine envelope, it would have been torn up. Yeah, that's why I said it. This was one of those, you know, you lick it sealed or whatever. This was lick sealed and then a little sticker on it. And then you can tell it was ripped open because there's some ripped pieces. No, I don't. No, I'm good. I love you. Do you want me to put the thing under the door or can you not hear me? Oh, okay. Good night. Scott's going to bed, guys. Debbie says 34 in North Carolina with rain on the way. Yikes. 28 for Teresa. Everyone's saying hi, Scott. I think he heard me. I don't like to yell because CJ's in bed too. And remember, he's in the room on the other side of this wall. Yeah, everyone's saying hi to you and good night.
I said hi, good night.
He's saying hi and good night. He needs to go to bed. He's super tired. Okay, and let's sew the last ones together. And then I'll press them all and we're going to lay it on the floor and see what happens. I'm going to put this in here. 28 heat wave. Yeah, that's not no heat wave. You guys are in areas I don't even think I would go on vacation to. I mean, I would love to. Maybe during your warm months, but never right now. Never in the winter. I am not going to anybody's visiting anybody's state in the wintertime. Unless it's Arizona or Nevada because or California too, because the weather's nice. I need to oil my machine. It's making a weird funky sound right now. I don't know if you guys heard it. It was going tick, tick, tick while I was sewing. It's kind of weird. I have yet to take it out and clean it because I haven't been in the mood. I lost my cap to my oil. Look, I found it. Was in the Teams the other day. Tiff, I'm waiting on an appointment for MRI on my back. I have panic attacks, so they have to give a nerve pill to help you relax. I didn't have to worry about that. The only thing I had an issue with today with my MRIs is, okay, I have anxiety, but it worsens during things. And today I had to pee. I went pee before the test, but I have an MS bladder, so when I have to pee, I have to pee. And I was in that test, and 2.5 hours. Okay, he pulls me out to do the contrast part, so they poke my arm, and it's all bruised up and ruined now. And he pokes my arm, puts the contrast. I said, can I please go pee real quick? He says, if you move or adjust yourself, there are markers in the MRI machine between the non-contrast and the contrast part. So exactly that position. So if I would have moved my back this way or moved this way or tried to adjust my neck inside, they had me in the like a special head thing to do my brain. If I would have moved at all in any single way, it would have ruined the test and it would have started all over. I didn't want to do that because I was already an hour and 45 minutes in before the contrast. I had to pee. Oh my God. And then the contrast, it's kind of warm and it goes through your body. And I don't know if it does it to men. It does it to me and other women I know. It gets a warm sensation that rushes through your veins and it goes to your bladder. And it makes your bladder feel warm, which makes you need to pee. Oh my God. I was like, because my legs, I can kind of like, I was like clenching my toes, like, because, you know, when you do the pee-pee dance, you got to move around, like, okay, I got to go, you know. I couldn't do any of that, and it was making my anxiety worse. And so I started counting every time the machine made a really loud noise. I was like, 1, 2, 3. And it would to a different noise, and I would start counting 1, 2, because I couldn't take my mind off the fact I needed to pee. Finally, when the test was over 2.5 hours later, and I pee every hour, and you guys know this, when the test was over, I went to pee, and I peed like a gallon. Like, I could have probably filled up 4 of these because I had to pee bad. Do you hear that sound? And that sound turned into something else. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Sometimes it helps to oil things really good. This is an amazing machine. I never really had problems, but sometimes it don't like me. It gets mad at me. And this is why, because I have a thread tangle. I had a thread tangle, but it wasn't skipping stitches or tension off, which is odd. I'll look at the comments in a second, guys. Yeah, I think it's time I take this baby apart. Here's a question. I do this in every video. Do you name your sewing machine? You can answer now or you can answer in the comments after the video, or if you're watching after and you're watching the replay, answer. Do you name your sewing machine or machines plural if you have more than one? I'm kind of curious. All right, let's see. Who else is here? Wow, that's a lot waiting. Okay. Going to watch and listen in bed now, probably fall asleep. Okay, Teresa, don't worry. The videos are always there later. 47, here's the warmest. Yep, sucks not to be able to move at all. Yeah, no fun. This does. Night, Teresa. It needs good dusting. Hi, Lisa. All right, let's see. Yes. No. Hi, Lisa. Yep. Is it Betsy or Bessie? Hi, Linda. And Diane, what is the name of your machine? Because you said yes. And who else said yes? Yeah, just Diane so far. Okay, let's run this thread through and see what happened here. Sometimes these weird sounds could also be attributed to needle changing, which you guys know I'm kind of lazy about changing my needles, like super lazy. For customer quilts or custom projects, I usually put in a new needle. But if I'm doing things like this and just piecing random stuff, I just use the needle that was already there. So sometimes when it needs to be changed, things start happening and things start getting messed up. It's kind of weird. Sue Ann says, yes, my 221 featherweight singer is Snow White. That's cool. My Bernina is Victoria. And my semi-industrial singer is Gracie. Linda's mine is come on, baby. Why does it go put, 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 put? Come on, baby. Work. That's funny. I don't name mine, although I do call the long arm a he, my second husband. So technically that's probably the name of it because it's my second husband. I kind of play with him more than I play with my own husband, which is actually pretty bad. But Scott will never watch this. He won't know that I said that out loud. That's kind of bad, though. Biggest to smallest. Rosie, Butter, Junior, and Bitty Baby. Lisa's machine is fairly new. So, whoa, where'd that go? She retracted it. This one I don't call it anything. I just say the Juki. So I guess its name is the Juki. Let's put this one first because of the dark color. Surely, only if they act up and then I can't repeat what name I give them. I have 3. So it's a and a fidgel because you cannot repeat it out loud. Yeah, sometimes I say that too. Friggle fraggle. Lisa don't have a name for her machine. Well, join the club. I really don't have a name either. I just say the Juki. And when I talk about the brother, I say the brother. I think I'm going to attach this one over here on this side so that I can split up this dark color. And the yellow. Wish I could sew as fast as you do. This isn't even full speed because I think I've told you guys this before several times. When the machine is at full speed, the jackrabbit all the way up, it goes so fast that it vibrates this way away from me and or it vibrates towards me depending on the project. And I'll just do it real quick. My normal speed is this. Do you see how much my machine just moved, guys? It's literally like 4 more inches away from me. Yeah, that's my normal speed. But until I have a table that can actually handle the speed, I have to keep it low. So that's slow for me right now. When I'm like doing just small little blocks, it's different. I'll slow down. But when I'm doing long seams, like strip piecing, I always go fast. Always. All right, let's put this one on this side. Oh, wait, where'd it go? So as fast as you. I think you're right on your count. Pat 20 done looks like it would be half. Hi Linda. Tiff, have you decided what stitch you will use when you attach your blades? I have no idea because I'm going to have to do it on the brother. But okay, so a couple days ago, it was before I started this, I had to fix a quilt that I made in the beginning. It was my second quilt ever. It is absolutely horrible, and I 100% will never show you guys because you see what I do now. If you saw what I did 4 years ago, yeah, it was falling apart. It was made from a mix of sheets and junk fabric that I had, and I think it had even a t-shirt in it or two. It's so horrible. Well, it's falling apart at the seams. The kids just use it as a play blanket on the floor. Like we have a little, like 5x6 rug on the floor in the living room. And we put the blanket on it so that they don't get rug burn knees when they jump around and the rug slides around. And this quilt is the little rug quilt. And it's falling apart at the seams. So a couple days ago, I would say probably last Saturday maybe, I sat at the brother and I top stitched all the broken seams with tons of the different stitches, things that I've never used on that machine. And I did it in a bright blue thread just so it looked cool because the quilt is blacks, reds, grays, and whites. And I took a pretty blue color and top stitched. And if you guys have ever seen old crazy quilts, like the little crazy quilts, and they're top stitched with decorative like embroidery type stitches, I was playing with my machine and some of these stitches I'm like, this would look really cool on blah blah blah, and this would look really cool on whatever, yada yada yada. I was playing with those stitches and I think I want to use those. Just choose something random that kind of goes with gingham and a bright color, just because this is funky anyway, and top stitch them all down that way, just with something different on that machine. As soon as I know if this is even going to work, it better, but we'll see. I'm with Shirley, but I only have one. Oh, on the machine. Okay, I've only been sewing for less than a year now. I just do very easy, small projects. Well, it's time you bump yourself up, Lisa, and start doing more. Sue-Ann, aka Zigzag Blanket. Okay, I already explained that. Her Juki is a straight stitch only. Yeah, this is straight stitch, so I'd have to go to the brother. Which, if I do it on video, what I would do somehow is I'll take my machine and pull it out and around so that I can just tip the camera down and you can watch it. Because that machine, you guys see how low this is right here. The machine is sitting on an even lower desk, and I have to sit on a little fold chair. It's kind of small. So if you guys have ever seen videos of me using that, I'll just turn it and turn the camera so that you can see. Or record it in a video and then post it as a video. That way you guys can see close up of what it's doing. I've only done one other Dresden where I did just this machine, and I went 1/8 of an inch away from the edge and just did a straight stitch around the whole thing, pivoting. I've only done one Dresden that way. The rest I've always done on decorative stitches. Zigzag or blanket mainly. Alright. Okay, this needs to go just a little bit faster. Okay, let's press these. I always say let's, but technically it's me doing it and you guys watching me. I'm going to press these so that they lay as flat as they possibly can, and I'm going to lay them on the floor. We are going to see how they go together. So I'm not, butter is equal to her Juki. I'm going to go over there, turn the iron on, and then I'll turn the camera. Screw it. It goes that way. Oh my goodness. One of my issues, guys, is bending over. I am having really bad issues with bending over right now because my lower back and my hips are physically killing me. Like, I'm hoping this new mattress thing is going to help because I cannot handle the pain. It's so horrible. It's I'm feeling this is not going to line up. I'm going to probably need one, two. I'm going to need 4 more blades probably. This does not look like it's going to line up just by having this quarter piece here. I finger press, so it should press really nicely. But I'll make sure seams are laying. Kind of just taking iron around with it. Not using steam either. And since it's a poly blend, the iron is actually on a lower setting. So it's not as hot. For those of you who've never mixed fabrics and quilts before, I've done it for a long time since I started, so it doesn't bother me. But if you've never mixed fabrics, polyester can burn, or it'll weirdly wrinkle if the iron is too hot, for those of you who don't know. But it is okay if you don't have the money to afford certain fabrics. This stuff works just the same, and it holds together just the same. So, all right, there's one piece, so it's all nice and pressed. I'm gonna lay it on the floor. All right, let's do that again. Yep, this is gonna have to need 4 more blades probably. Everything I counted online was 40 blades. This is 40 blades. If I added more to my ruler, or to my template that I made, trying to think while looking at it, if I added more, like a ½ inch more instead of ½ inch on each side, like add a ½ inch on each side maybe. We're going to see how this lines up though. Like I said, no matter what happens, I'm still putting something together. Alright, let's put. Ouch. I need to bring that stupid design thing in the house. I have a design cardboard out in the garage, but it keeps falling. It has muslin on it, and it's kind of sticky, so everything stays to it really nicely. And it's my portable design floorboard is what I call it, but I can stand it up against a wall. I think I used it in a couple of videos that I've made, especially when I was out in the garage. If you guys remember, those of you who've been with me since this started in the garage, there's some videos out there when I did use my design wall that I made out of cardboard. I bet you wish you had your swimming pool to get in. Yeah, or a hot tub. I could use a hot tub right now, guys. Like my mom-in-law up the street. She literally lives 7 houses away up the street, but it's kind of an uphill walk. Or I could just drive up there, but and she also has a driveway that literally is like this. Seriously. So, anyways, I could just walk up there. She has a hot tub, but they go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night. So I can't just like go knock on the door and say, hey, can I use the hot tub? I literally have to walk through the house because it's in a built-in Arizona room. If anybody knows what an Arizona room, or what they call a Florida room, or a desert room, or whatever, it's a room attached to the house. Well, theirs is enclosed now. It's part of the house. It's AC and everything. And yeah, they have it. That hot tub is in that. So I actually have to go in the house. I can't just go into their backyard in the middle of the night and use it, you know, which kind of sucks, but I can go over there during the day if it's before the time they go to sleep. But my normal awake hours is right now. So unfortunately, I have to make time during the day to use a hot tub. But a pool would be nice also if it was heated, because it's kind of too cold for me right now to not have a heated pool. Once I get down on the ground in a minute. Then we'll, I'm just going to sit down because it makes it a little easier than bending down. Bending at the hips is what's hurting my lower back right now. But if I kneel down and get down on the floor, I'm better. It doesn't bother me as much. I don't know, this is kind of looking like it's going to work. Maybe it's just the angle I'm looking at everything. We're going to see right now, guys. Cross your fingers, or else I'm going to have to cut some more Dresden blades. Oh. All right, it's all nice and perfectly flat. Let's go to the floor. Looks good, great colors. Go there tomorrow. Probably. We'll see if she's home. And if you can't see me looking at the cameras, because I'm looking at the talk screen, which is kind of this way. Go there tomorrow. Every one of us should have hot, right? Exactly. We all need hot tubs. The older we get, it's like, it should be like a mandatory thing that insurance provides for our homes to have hot tubs. And like sauna, bathroom spa things, you know, like not sauna, but like, you know, those walk-in tubs that they have, something like that, but not a walk-in. I don't want the walk-in because I like to be able to submerge myself, but like one that has the jets and stuff, like that would be so awesome. I just got my machine back from the shop, had knee surgery, and it was great. It was great time, but got it back on Wednesday. So you're going to get back to sewing then, Linda? Vicky, hot tub would be frozen solid. Really? Even if the water was kept at like 101? Because I think that's what hot tubs are, like 97 to 102. I think my mom keeps hers at 101. Drive, don't walk. Uneven ground hurts back more. Yes, exactly. I have back and hip pain. I sleep with a heating pad. It helps. I use a heating pad, and I alternate heating pad, ice. And I don't lay on the heating pad for very long because I have super sensitive back skin, like seriously, and I rash. So if I'm on it longer than 10, 15 minutes, my whole back will turn into a rash, even if it's just on the lower back. It kind of sucks. You would never get out, Debbie. Me neither. If I had one in my backyard, I would always, in the wintertime, that's where I'd be. In the summer, I'm in a regular swimming pool. In the winter, I'd be there. I thought they were 110. I'm not sure, Diana. I know my mother-in-law's, her little temperature thing goes from 97 to 102. That's her normal. So I don't know. Now I can get down the stairs. All right, ready? I'm going to turn it down. Here we go, guys. We're going to go to the floor. And I'm just going to get down on my knees because it'll be easier for me to move around. We're going to see if this lines up. Oh, man. Okay. So this will go here. This will go here. Come on. This will go here. Come on. I don't want to crawl more than I have to, guys. All right, yeah, we're going to have to make more blades, I think. This don't look right. This sucks. Please fit, because it's probably not going to. Nope. Let's see how many more we need. Boy, this is going to look so cool, though, right? All right, so let's measure this. Looks like probably 4 more. Let's get my big blades. Okay, we're going to pretend that the seam allowances are already gone. So let me adjust it real quick. About there. 10 that's gone. 10 that's gone. I can't see comments either, guys. I don't have my phone. It's up on the table. Okay, 1/4 inch gone there. So we would need 1. Let's lay my finger right here, I guess. 2, 3, 4. 4 more. I need to make 4 more. 44 blades for this thing, guys. Let's see if it works. Let's make 4 more blades. All right, so you guys remember my weird, funky acrylic template. And let me, stay. Let me read from here. I think downstairs my card is Bessie, never named machines. Oh, I can't even see my face. Oh, well. That reminds me of those little stool called tuppet. Oh, yes, it does. It kind of looks like a tuppet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuppet. Exactly. It's pretty like it, too. That reminds me. Okay, I saw that, yes. 4, that's what I was thinking also. Wow, that's beautiful. Looks fantastic. So lovely. Okay, so I'm going to have to write this down, too. 44. I'm probably going to remember, but knowing me, I'll forget. So we need 44 blades. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to knock all this off of here because these are my cuts that I didn't use. And we're going to choose 4 colors. We're just going to choose right here on the top because that's all I really care about. We're going to cut some 5-inch strips real quick. We're going to use my new ruler from Teresa. We're going to cut some 5-inch, almost 5-inch strips pretty much. That's all I need. There's 1. And then we'll press that flat. Let's get 1 from here. Come on. 2. I'm not used to this ruler yet, to reading the numbers on it either, guys. 3. You know, when you see something so long, it's, you know, you get used to it a different way, and this is so different. All right, and 4. Let's hope 4 more blades is all we needed. I got the iron still on. Let me press that real quick. Now we're going to cut these out. My machine's set flat on the table, love. Then that way. Good night, Sue. Okay, good night, Sue. Get some rest. It looks fantastic. Beautiful. Okay. Lovely, lovely night, Sue. All right. Oh, I can take this off the charger now. Look at that. I made it to 100%. Turning the camera. All right. Did I say goodnight? Yes, I said goodnight. I'm trying to have one like that and love it. Oh, this is the big ruler that I got from Teresa. I love it too because it hooks to the fabric really nicely. And why is it so... There we go. Much better. All right. I know that I don't need all of that. Grab me some scissors because I don't need that. Don't need that. By the way, you only get 1 per strip from your fabric if you're going with the width of fabric. If you were going with the length, like after your cut, see, I'm saving my sides. If you were like to just turn a template, cut this way, and then turn it and cut the opposite, you can do that on like the open fabric. can't start with fur. I have to start it with purple. But anyway, that's how you would do it. Cutting them out from yardage. I'm just cutting these strips because I can use all this for something else, because now I literally have like 4.5, 5-inch-ish strips to play around with. It can go in the back of the quilt, or it can just go even in the border, you know. It'll be fun. This kind of reminds me of something I could probably turn into a skirt. But I'm obviously not doing that because I'm a quilter, not a clothing maker. Yeah, I know. I saw that it hit 700 today, so it was at 701 now, I guess, like you said. That's pretty awesome. I just need 300 more. Actually, 299 more. Actually, a little bit more. Do you collect gingham? I did for a long time, actually. I have not only the boxes you guys just saw on the floor, but I actually have a whole entire, you know those big, I don't even have a tote in here to show you. You know those big, like 22-gallon totes that have a lid? I have one of those plumb full, because I had to have this stuff a long time ago. I was obsessed with it. I didn't know what to make with it, though. I just was getting it. Never had a real project to do with it, though. All right, so I'm going to stack all 4 of these. And I don't need to use this ruler for this next part because that sticks to the thing and then I can't cut it correctly. Oh, no. Oh, no. What did I do? Is it there? Is it there? Are you guys still there? My mouse hit something. Looks like it's running. Nice cup of hot tea. Ugh. I would drink tea maybe. I don't know. I'm not a tea person, guys. I like hot cocoa, though. All right, let's get these lined up. Something popped up on my screen and it killed out the video, but as soon as I hit the YouTube button again, it went right back. That was the weirdest thing. I was just hoping it didn't kick me off my live stream because my camera light was still on. So, because I have a camera light to tell me that I'm on. All right, so I'm going to lay my template on here if you guys missed this the other day. I'm going to cut my bottom first, a nice little straight line, and then I'll cut my sides and top. So I'm going to be blocking the camera for a second. Like totally blocking the camera. Everything's falling. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Block the camera. I don't want to cut my template. Come up here, cut this. Using my template as the guide. Make sure nothing moves or adjusts. Alright, so I'm going to pick up this ruler, move it, grab my slidable one. And remember, this is not as long as this ruler, so I have to improvise by lining it up and doing the top first, then coming back and doing the bottom. Slide it down just a little and cut the bottom. And I'm not using that amount off of all of them. The rest I can actually sew together into something. So I have a separate pile for that right now too. Okay, so I'm going to pick this ruler up. I'm not going to move or adjust anything, although it did on its own. Line it. No, turn it. That's what I was doing today. Just turning the whole thing. Line it back up nicely. It's kind of stuck to the fabric. This stuff has a, I don't know if I told you guys, it has like a rough side and a smooth side. The rough side actually stays on the fabric pretty good, but it will adjust accidentally here and there if I knock it. So try not to knock it. I'm also trying not to cut my template that I make. Okay. Let's put these 4 blades together, and I'm not even going to get up and press. I'm just going to sew. Okay, listen here. Where's my Vicky? Yep, there's Visa here. Over there on your counter. What's over on my counter? Alright, so I'm going to go purple, then dark, then red, then green. Okay. Oh, duh. Got to make the Dresden top first. The pointed top. Oops. So I do have to get up and press. I got to make my spermies real quick. I was going to sew these together just now. Like, seriously? What was I thinking? How many of you have messed up your projects? I know a lot of you have issues, medical issues. How many of you have messed up your problem because of the pain that you're in? Like royally just messed it up so bad that you want to crumple it up and throw it in the trash. How many of you have done that? And if you're watching this video after the fact, let me know in the comments below. Have you been in so much pain before, but sewing is your therapy? Have you actually had just so much pain that you just screw something up and you're just like, I'm done, and throw it in the trash? Vicky has, well, I wouldn't throw it in the trash, but I guess I'd have to stop and come back to it kind of thing. Oh, tea on her counter. Vicky, now that what twisted my knee today and spilled the tea all over me. That's okay. I had a baby vomit on me today, guys. You know how wonderful it is to get vomited on by a 2.5-year-old? Just cried and walked away. Throw it in the corner. Yeah, I get frustrated sometimes. That's why I'm not making videos when I'm horrible like this, but tonight I really had to. I needed to get this done. And it's good, too, because now I know I needed more pieces. I've hurt so bad. I couldn't do anything at all. Yeah. I know what you mean. All right, let's press these. I don't know if you guys know on Dresden's, if you're new to watching me, because I noticed there's a lot of you here tonight. After you've sewn them and you made your little point, just hold it nice and center. It's kind of easy with what I'm doing because they're very thin, and the points kind of stay, and they're gingham, so they have lines on them, so it's easy to kind of get it in the center and know exactly where center is. So I just kind of line it up, and I'm like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces that way, 5 strips that way, and bam, because it has those lines in gingham. So you just press them, add some steam if you want. This is probably the part that takes the longest, is getting these all nice and pressed. Oh, there's something long there. I'll read it in a second, guys. So I'm going to go sit down and sew these together. And then we're going to lay them down there and hope that 4 was the number that I need. I have lupus. So I have severe pain due to lupus, and I have arthritis in my joints, and at times my fingers swell like sausages, and they get crooked. So yes, I get frustrated and have left the project. None. Can't touch till I'm ready to fix it. Throw it across the room and leave it for a while. I have hurt so bad I couldn't do anything at all. Throw it in the corner, just cry and walk away. Yeah, I've done lots of things, but because I want this to be the therapy and I don't want to take medication, that is the only reason I keep coming back, if that makes any sense. Like today, I had to come in here and do something. I know that my body won't be able to stand standing at the long arm right now or sitting on a hard stool. So this option was the better option. I know I wanted to do. Hold on a second. I'm trying to make sure that these two colors don't touch a red, if that makes any sense. So yeah, even though I get frustrated and I throw it and I yell and scream at my machine, off the cam, I come back to it pretty soon because I want to focus to clear my mind of all the feelings that I have internally, externally, so on and so forth. I guess it helps my brain, and I have I'm a very patient person. I've been told I'm more patient than most. So that's why I come back right away. Other day I tried to sew Dresden plate 2 background, had to rip it out and rip the back fabric. Aw, that sucks. Put it down, turn off the iron and sewing machine, grab something to drink and go to bed. Oh, good. Sewing is my therapy. I sew every day. See, that's one thing I try to sew every day, Lisa, but I don't think it's depression. I just get down. I get down for a day or two. Like, I think that I can't complete something because it's bad. Like, I guess I put too much thought into it, honestly. I don't know why, but I've gone Sunday to Sunday without sewing, just for videos for you guys, and I'll come in here and go, I need a video. I'll make something during that video real quick, and then I go back to my room and I stay in there, or I go to the couch and I stay there. So I take a lot of days off, and I really wish I could just sit in here and just do my thing, but my hips and my back. Once I get a new bed, I'm telling you, I have a really good feeling that that bed is going to help my issue. Hopefully. We'll see. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to be able to sew this in quadrants anymore now, guys. I should have just added one to each end, but I'm just going to hook it all together and get a measurement, since I know that these 4 are probably going to complete it, so we'll see right now. Because I'm almost done. My daughter picks for me, bless. Aw, how cool, Jim. I wish my daughters would come and do stuff with me. Even just sit here with me. They don't even have to pick or do all that kind of stuff. They could just sit in here with me, and I would be so happy. Sweet of her. So sorry. I really hope your new bed relieves your pain. What kind of bed? Okay, so what I have right now is one of those memory foam gel infused hybrids. Scott says that the first year, he said for the first year I had really no complaints, and all we said was we both agreed that it was kind of firm. Well, okay, this is the weird part that you guys, some of you will probably understand. I don't weigh much, and I don't know if any of you can put this together, but I don't weigh much, so when I lay on a bed, it doesn't indent. So memory foams are supposed to adjust to or conform to your shape. I don't have a shape because my form is not heavy enough for the bed, if that makes any sense. I'm only 118 pounds. So when I lay on any of those mattresses that I've been laying on everywhere, any of the memory foams or any of the gels or any of those cooling things, that, you know, those newest mattresses that are like $4,000, when I lay on them, it's pure pain. It's like a hard rock pushing against my hips, making my lower back kind of like sunk in sideways a little. So here would be my hip, and here's the lower back, and then there's my other hip. My lower back goes like towards the hip. It's like excruciating pain. So what's happening in my own bed is I don't weigh enough. Even after all these years of having the mattress and laying on it, I haven't even made an indentation on it, unfortunately. So the bed that I'm looking at, the only thing I could think of for it to solve the problem is an ultra plush, like a super ultra plush cloud bed, which is a pillow top, but 4-inch pillow top. The only thing that's going to suck about it is pillow tops will wear out. And all companies will tell you that. That's why they give them 10 years and 20-year warranties, because after a while they do wear out. But I laid on every single pillow top in this whole entire town. And some of them aren't even super ultra soft plush. Like, seriously, they were firm. I even laid, okay, so we have a furniture store here in town that has a special Serta sleeper. Get this. I didn't even register on their Serta sleeper because kids, I'm the weight of a child. Kids don't, they don't need specific beds like adults do as we get older. So I laid on that thing so that they can get my sleep. It's got like 160 something sensors in it, and it takes the sensors and says where your pressure points need to be and tells you what kind of mattress you need to be on. I didn't even register on their machine. They tried it twice. I didn't register. So they couldn't tell me what kind of bed I need, unfortunately. And I like soft beds. I want my hips to be able to sit in, but line my spine at the same time. So it was a choice between two beds. One of them feels like a cloud. So I'm hoping that after a year, it will be like a cloud. Trying to remember what kind of, okay, my hips, backs, knees hurts more each year. That's just age though, Diane. Had cataracts removed from both eyes. She just made a mug rug for school project. Vicky's 106 pounds and she hurts. So Vicky, does it affect you on your mattress too? Like the kind of mattress that you have for your weight? Since you don't sink into it being so small like me? So cute, Jim. Makes total sense. It does. I mean, if you don't have the weight for the memory foam to even indentation in it, how's it supposed to align your spine? That makes perfect sense. I don't even have a big butt, so my butt doesn't even sink into anything. So it's like laying on the carpet. That's actually what it was like, laying on the carpet. It was like laying on hard carpet, with the one layer of batting that's under carpet or foam, whatever it's called, Makes total sense. Haven't seen that weight in about 30 years. That's okay. You guys, sewing. Get moving. Get your blood flowing. I told you guys there's exercises you can do while you're ironing, while you're sitting. Try that. I'm not talking about weight, though. I'm talking about my weight on a mattress, though. So let's not get into any of that. I don't want to hear anybody saying that they're fat, because you guys aren't fat. You're all beautiful, just the way you are, no matter what your weight is. I'm just pointing out that weight is a thing with mattresses, and they need to advertise that. I've never laid on a purple, but everyone says, because you have to order that. Someone was telling me they have purple in town. Well, they didn't. And they do that egg thing where the egg sits on the purple. There's no way for me to lay on that, but I have a feeling that that's going to be the same exact thing. You need to weigh at least 150 pounds for those beds to do anything for you. And they don't advertise it that way, which kind of sucks. I also taught my son to, oh, how cool, Jim. So you got some very talented little fun making things kids. I wish mine would. You need me to come sleep on your bed. Make the dent. I was actually tempted. We looked at, but we can't find the kind that I need, a super ultra plush. We looked at used mattresses because I figured, well, somebody's indentation will be in the mattress on a used one, but there wasn't even queen size. They were all king, and I don't want to take up more space in my room with a king size bed. Debbie. Oh, good night, Debbie. See you next time. Sure hope it works for you. You have to admit, I'm a heavier person, and I don't like memory foam. Really, I don't like it either, but we got ours because it's memory foam gel, and since I don't regulate my temperature with the MS, like I literally have a hard time, my body just doesn't because it's an autoimmune disease. since I don't regulate my temperature, my bed is one of those cooling beds. It has breathable because it's a hybrid. And yeah, I really don't think it helps, but it doesn't make me feel any better. Wash walls before Christmas, dog. Hi, Dewana. Did you see what I made? I showed it on my last video. Did you catch my last video where I put the blocks you sent me together, Dewana? I think all boys need to learn to sew. Clean house, yes. Never know. I have a sleep number bed. I have hardware in my back, so I can't even sleep on our bed with memory foam. It really makes me hurt all over. See, maybe memory foam is just bad. Bad for people with issues. I think I was sitting there too long in a funky position, guys. All right, let's put this darn thing together. Let's hope that these 4 blades is all I needed. I don't want to make any more. Okay, it's nice and flat. Let's see if these 4 is going to do it. With knee surgery, I have to lay on my back, but I've had 3 back surgery. Yikes, that's a lot. No, I have been working a lot. All right, Dewana, since you just here real quick, let me show you what I made with your blocks because you're here. I made, hold on, where are they? And I even made sure to sign because they were yours. So I made that. And see the pretty pastel flowers? It goes with all of them. So I made that. I made this one. Let's get it close. And it's got your signature in this one. So I used that same around it. And then there's 2 more. Where'd they go? Oh. There's this one. Let me see if I turn it in the light, you guys can see that border color. It looks really good with all these. And there's another one up there, but I can't reach it. Because I don't want to climb up there right now. But it's that one right there. Next to Jim's. So I was able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was actually able to make 5 blocks because there's the other one up there. Where'd I go? Where'd it go? It was up there and up there. Right. Where did I just point? That way, right there. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I was able to make 5 blocks. All right, let's get back to this guy. Okay. Get myself back down again. All right. Are you kidding me? I think once they're sewn together, let's sew them all together. All right, let's see what happens. It doesn't look like it matches, guys, but we're going to see what happens right now. You make it look so beautiful. How long before you need them? Oh, my blocks, is that what you're talking about? They have to be here before the end of November, if possible, guys, because I want to put it together in a live stream and or make a video. I want to put it together in December and put it on the long arm, make the video of quilting it on the long arm, and have it done before, 100%, even bound before the new year, because I have so many projects planned. As of the new year, I have a New Year's goal to make sure that I start getting all these patterns and all the requests, and because I have like a bazillion requests, guys. They come in all the time to make things. Some of you are probably even here that requested. I have a bazillion things that have been requested. I need to do that stuff. So I'm going to pick all these blocks up and start sewing them together. Sew them together. You need 2 more blades. You think? Hi, we're going to see right now. Okay, so let's put this one to this one real quick. Let's do this and see. Can't mail till December 3rd. Well, I mean, there'll be some exceptions because I don't know what day, but we'll see, guys, because it's best if you get them in. If it comes in after I start putting the top together, what'll happen is it'll go into the back of the quilt or it'll go into a second project because I know there's still going to be some stragglers. All right. And I'm going to just keep this up here with me. That was my side right there. So I'll just start attaching them. This might lay flat. We're going to see. I'm probably going to have to make a big, huge 4 patch and then stick this on it. All right, so I had it this way. So the next piece is this one. Right here. Those went up again here. We need them off every month. Well, it's the same here. We have that problem too. Our bills are never the same either, which kind of is weird. Okay, let's put these two together. It's kind of weird I haven't had to change my bobbin. It was almost full. When I oiled my machine. Now that I said it, it'll probably run out. My knuckles bleeding again. Trying not to touch fabric. Jinx it, yeah. All right, so it was this way. So now that next piece is the little 4 piece. Ow! And the last one will be this one. So I'm just gonna pick it up now. We're gonna put this one first. Energy companies are going up in the new year here. Really? Ours goes up every year. Just like homeowners taxes, yeah, house taxes, property taxes. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry. Sometimes I can't get my words out, guys. I can't help it. Property taxes goes up every year. Kind of sucks. And the funny thing is the property taxes go up, but the house is not even worth as much. If you think about it, it's not. Worth as much as they're charging you for property taxes, I guess is what the word is. I mean, I notice every year, most of the parts that go up is school stuff. Fees, taxes for schooling, blah, blah, blah. We were thinking in the future that we'll get solar. We'll just go ahead and get solar. I don't even want to finger press that. I'm just going to put the next one on and call it a quilt. It's going to be awkward, and I'm hoping that it matches up, and we're going to press it and lay it back on the floor. We're going to see what happens. Almost there. We're going to sew this end to that other end. Alright, so now we're going to put this end down. And we're going to complete a whole Dresden circle instead of putting it together in quarters because it was an odd amount of blades. We're going to see if we get a circle out of this, guys. Exodus for school, and the school charges us for everything on top of that. Yeah, my taxes aren't high. That's house bills. Yeah, ours, we've noticed over the years, the school ones go up so much. It looks like it's going to sit flat, adding those 4. Maybe it was just laying on the carpet wrong. Because I didn't take all those 1/4-inch seams out, yet, which I just did now with sewing them. What color fabric do we use for the center? Nope, not yet. I didn't think that far ahead. I don't even know what I'm using for background fabric because I know I'm going to need a lot. Because it's so big. All right, I'm going to turn the camera. We're going to press this whole entire thing and see if it lays flat. I'm really worried that it's not going to lay flat. Let's move that out of the way. Lotto was supposed to help pay school. They don't. Yeah. Don't care. If anything, I'm going to end up with a skirt, guys. I don't know if my waist will fit in there, but... All right, let's lay this as best as possible right here. We're going to see what happened. I am not going to pick anything and add more. It can actually be a Christmas tree skirt for under a tree, too. If it doesn't turn out correctly. Turn, press, turn, press. Looks kind of cockeyed to me. I'm going to have to redraw the template because it's not looking right, guys. Or I'm going to have to suck it up and buy the template. I don't know if I got all the way around yet, so I'm going to go one more. It kind of looks flat. All right. Let's see how flat this thing is. I was thinking. I have a bunch of Christmas fabric. Now I want a new tree skirt. Well, if this doesn't lay flat, that's what this is going to end up being, is a tree skirt. Or a skirt. Because I can just put some kind of fabric on it, cut out the middle more for my waist. Ow. All right, let's see how flat this thing is. Pop all these out. It has a lot of wrinkle. Okay, this is as flat as I'm going to get it. I think once it's sewn to something and quilted, What do you guys think? Yeah. On the screen, it looks so adorable. Like, I was just thinking a bunch of Christmas fabric. Look too long, it appears to spin. Doesn't it? Looks really cool. I like it. Yeah, it's sitting kind of flat. I don't know if you guys can tell. So right, where's my finger? Right here. See those lips? All right, let's see how big this turned out. Ooh. I'm gonna grab a measuring tape and we're gonna see how. We're gonna go from tip to a tip. Holy moly, guys! This is like 50. Ah, big. 56 inches. We're just gonna see at a different angle and make sure they're all the same. Yep, 56. And the center circle will need to be, holy moly, I can get it out of a 10-inch square. Yep. Okay, so I just said 65, right? Okay, hold on. Let's look one more time. From tip to point, you know, like the outer point of it, to an outer point, 56. That's what I said. 56 inches. So that means I need, yeah, I'm going to have to make a giant 4-patch of 34, 35-inch squares. So I'm literally using a yard of fabric. 1 yard, 2 yard. That's 4 yards. Right? 35, yeah. That is 4 yards of fabric to make this. Oh my goodness, guys. So it looks pretty flat. I mean, once it's sewn and on another surface and then quilted in every single one, I think it will be super flat. I'm going to have to like glue it onto my background though. And I think the background is just going to have to be white. I think white is going to be my best bet. Let me lay some white under it actually. How about that? Let's turn this down. I have some white just laying around so you can see it. This is just 1 yard right here. It's not going to be wide enough, but let's pretend. Pretend. Yeah, the white will look good underneath it too. So this is 1 yard right here. So I'm going to need 4 yards, guys. And make a big, huge 4-yard 4-patch. And then put a center in of something. Something bright and cheery. Okay, so there's my Dresden. It worked with 44 blades. And you're going to want a nice big center circle. Yeah, well, I can use a 10-inch square. I don't know what I'll put in it because anything goes with gingham, honestly. Anything. So I could use like a bright yellow. I can just use white. Keep everything white and just do the whole background white and it looks, this will pop out. And then do some crazy cool quilting around it. So it works with 44 blades. That's all written down so I can actually do my pattern. I just need to add more math to it now. For 4 more blades, I have to do the math on how many more because I'm trying to make this work from a 20-piece fat quarter set with now I know 4 yards or more of fabric. And then all the leftover cuts from the length of the fabric for each Dresden, those can all be borders to make this even bigger. So this will be like a 70 by 70 quilt when it's done. So I will come back another day, another time, and we will finish putting this one together while I map out the rest of the math for this to be made into something. So you don't want the circle too small. Yeah, I know. I could probably do black too. I'm thinking white though. I think white is going to make this pop more because every single one of these has white in it. I think it'll draw the color out further, making it 3D, you know, looking in a way. So good night, Duana. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get off of here and go lay in bed and watch a movie that Scott got from the library. So that way I can go back to the library tomorrow. And I am going to take some naproxen, I think, and lay in bed and just watch the movie. So I appreciate all of you joining me, making this really cool, big, huge Dresden. And I'm going to pick it up off the floor so that you can see it up close. So I will not have to turn it into a skirt because it's laying flat enough. So it's going to be a pretty large quilt. It has a pretty big opening, which is 10 inches. Well, it's actually like 9¼ inches. So a 10-inch square would actually do it by cutting around. So anywho, you guys all have a good night. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like my videos, and share if you like them that much. It helps me. I hit 700 subscribers today. And I'm at 701, so I need 299 more so I can go live from any device, as well as I need a little bit more than that because I lose some every day and I gain some every day. So some people just don't like my channel enough to stay subscribed. They just unsubscribe. But anyway, all right, guys. So I will talk to y'all later. Okay. Beautiful. Take care. Hugs, 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 everyone. Big hugs. You guys take care. Have a good night. And for all you insomniacs, do your best to try to sleep. Bye, guys.